You know what I just realized? This is a mock Drake and Josh setup. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Brandy, and we're kind of delving in a little bit of a new direction for this video. Now, I know it's been going around, it's been viral, there's been clips, there's been talk. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Quiet on Set, but for those who haven't, it is a docu-series that came out that is displaying the, in nice words, malpractices that happened on Nickelodeon shows sets in the 90s and early 2000s. And there is a lot of interviews from a lot of different people that were on those shows, like The Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, all that, a bunch of those, and their experiences, some of which were absolutely heartbreaking and just downright disgusting, to say the least. I won't spoil it. Go check it out if you haven't done so already. It was extremely eye-opening, and it was a hard watch. I'll give a little trigger warning there. It was a hard watch. But that being said, this video actually popped up on my recommended feed, and it is a new song from Drake Bell, who was featured in that docuseries. And apparently this song is kind of his response to a lot of things and him getting things off of his chest, because he was able to finally tell his story, which he's kept secret for so many years. So I'm interested to kind of see how he is able to get those emotions out through this song. I love it when artists and musicians and all different types of mediums are able to use their art form to kind of expel these emotions that try to hold people down and try to give a means of, let me get this off my chest, let me inform people, and you know what, let me tell others that might have similar situations that they're not alone in this. So I'm hoping that's the direction he takes with this, and I'm excited to, to delve into it, because I never checked out his music, really, other than him, singing the Drake and Josh theme. That was about it. So before we get into it, though, fellow reminder, I do put up new videos here every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out so incredibly much. And I stream over on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to come through when I'm live, that's the best place to come through, so you can chat with me in real time. And all of my other socials are down below if you want to check me out across other platforms. But without further ado, let's get into today's video, which is the song I Kind of Relate by Drake Bell. All right. Is that supposed to be a young Drake? Why does that really, look like him, though, from the docu-series?
I found beauty in my pain. I'm running away from the abuse and all the shame. 'Cause no one comes to my house anymore. No one knocks on my door. I kinda relate the wrong decisions I have made. I wanted to stay, but I couldn't last another day. My golden days, they seem so far and gray. So I'm running away. I kinda relate. I lost my path so long ago in 2008. I found love in Mexico. 'Cause no one wants to hear me in the States. So I'm running away. Running away. Running away.
pause there for a moment. So I have like a couple of thoughts real quick. So the first thought is just the sound of this, like to be a lighthearted comment to start. It's giving me almost a little bit of like Beatles vibes with the kind of like folky upbeatness of it a little bit. However, the context does not fit Beatles vibes at all. But the audio in the background is giving me a little bit, which I really like. But it's so interesting because the music and the acoustics is kind of this happier type of, like, maybe not happy, but just like more uplifting of sorts. And the context is that first opening scene. If you've seen the documentary, you know what that's implying. And that was just like tough to watch. But I like that he is owning up to the wrongs he's made, because Drake is no perfect person. He has been, arrested for multiple different things in the past. He has been, actually gone to trial and been, found guilty of certain things, which I won't go into the specifics, but he's done bad things. And it sucks that these horrible things happened to him, and it was a cycle where things continued on in his life that spiraled. But I like that he is completely acknowledging those here, and he's realizing, like, I messed up. I did a lot of bad things. Doesn't, the bad things that happened to me does not excuse the bad things that I've done, but I am acknowledging them, and I'm going to own up to them, and I'm going to try to be a better person. And that much so, I appreciate that he's not just like, I feel like so many times nowadays people F up, and then they're like, oh, I'm just going to pretend like that never happened, and then we're just going to go back to everything's happy hunky-dory, and I don't ever take ownership of the things that I've done. And I feel like this song is him, aside from him, he's talked about things and taken ownership, but I feel like this song is that ode to, like, I am taking ownership and I'm moving forward. So I appreciate that.
He left me unaware, 'cause I didn't care for anything dear to her. Out the window to the world, forget about the girl and make it alright. And maybe I will arrive in my new home tonight. I know I was wrong, but I'm bound to make it right. I know I was wrong, but I'm gonna make it right.
Like this is giving me like little Beatlesy vibes, like Sgt. Pepper's. And I like his ode to Mexico, because they really did give him a lot of love. I like he's now acknowledging that. You know what I just realized? This is a mock Drake and Josh setup where they had the two beds split and the couch. This is a mock Drake and Josh setup. I was like looking at the Mexico banner. I didn't even realize the backdrop setup. I love that show. I don't know if any of you guys watch Drake and Josh. I am a kid of the 90s who grew up in the early 2000s. So all of these Nickelodeon shows are near and dear to my heart, and they were all shows that I grew up with. So seeing them in a different light is so hard to do, but at the same time, revisiting this and reconnecting with so many other people that grew up in the same time as me is like such a really awesome feeling as well. So it's like so bittersweet.
Arrive in my new home tonight. Maybe I will arrive in my new home tonight. Maybe I will survive. I know I was wrong, but I'm bound to make it right. I know I was wrong, but I'm gonna make it right. I know I was wrong, but I gotta make it right. I had to get out, so I got on this flight. I kinda relate.
Oh, I actually really like that. I really enjoyed that. Dang, that's a hell of a thumbnail for other stuff. But man, I really actually enjoyed this. I think this was, like I said earlier, to not reiterate necessarily the same things too much. I feel like the song as a whole, if you like remove the lyrics and the context, it was just kind of a fun sounding song. And I really loved the acoustics of it. I think his voice was really nice too, which something that's so funny is actually I used to go to these like emo night shows in Jersey, not far from me. And this was like pre-COVID. And one of the nights that I went for the show, the very next night, Drake Bell was performing. So they played like a bunch of Drake Bell songs during the emo night to like get people excited for the next day and to like buy tickets. And like his photo, like his poster for the tour was like plastered all over the walls of the venue. I don't know why that memory just popped into my brain, but it was just making me think of that. But honestly, this song, like I said, I feel like he did a good job here of not just trying to make it like this, woe is me, I'm the victim. I feel like he's not, he could easily play that card and be like, forget all the bad things I did. I was a victim from this and these horrible things happened to me, and that's all you should focus on. And I feel like he didn't take that direction. And for that, I applaud him. He, addressed the bad things that happened to him, but I felt like the focal point of this song was more him owning up to the bad that he has done. And that, going forward, despite the things that have happened to him, the things that he has done, and the direction that his life has turned, he wants to continue moving in a positive direction and do the best that he can. And, I respect him for that. Honestly, I feel like I got all my thoughts out. Maybe. I don't know. But I do want to know what you guys think, both about this song, and I would love to open the floor here for a discussion on Quiet on Set. If you did watch that, if you want to talk about it, we can definitely do that. I feel like it's a discussion that we can have here if we can do it in a respectful, appropriate way. It's something that I feel like has been racking my brain since I watched it this past, a couple days ago. And it's just crazy to think about. And I know a lot of you guys that watch me grow up in the same, time frame that I did, or are around the same age as me. So I'm curious your thoughts on everything, and then your thoughts on this video as well. So feel free to leave all of that down below. If you have any suggestions either for more songs from Drake, because I honestly, the only song I know from him is the Drake and Josh theme song. So if there's other songs from him you guys want me to check out, you can drop those, or just anything else that you want me to check out in general. You can always comment those down below. But that is going to be it for me for today. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, bye!